All right, once again, we would like to welcome Adam Cai, the CEO of Virgo Group.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for still staying here. It's a long week for the Canadian blockchain industry. I'm so honored here today to speak about real-world asset, RWA, which is a very heated topic globally, especially in the United States. I think I'm probably the only one in Canada speaking about RWA. I'm very excited for that, and I will bring you guys some interesting perspectives of RWA. So before that, just a quick introduction about myself. Adam Cai, the CEO of the Virgo Group. So we have 3 platforms in Canada: Virgo 6 retail trading platform, which is CSE registered dealers for people to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. And very important, interesting facts: as of this Monday, during our Virgo CX ecosystem night, we decided to reduce spread that day. So Virgo CX retail trading platform now is a little bit more competitive. Feel free to check out that. And the Virgo 6 Wealth is our OTC arm for any people who are looking to trade large amount of OTC cryptocurrencies. Feel free to contact Virgo 6 Wealth. And the VDAM, Virgo Digital Asset Management, is our fully licensed asset management arm in Canada, which provides accredited investors the ability to manage their crypto portfolios in separate managed accounts and offer memorandum-based fund. Okay, so that's enough about the ads. Let's get into RWA. Okay, so just very quickly about some basic concepts about RWA. So RWA really is just bring the option assets on chain, in the simple words. And back in 2017, there's another word which is similar to RWA, which is security token. Okay, but now RWA brings a lot more perspective than security token at that time. That's why now it brings a lot more noise around this topic. So some of the benefits of using RWA. So RWA really is about fractional ownership of an asset. So it does bring actual liquidities to a lot of illiquid assets, allow people to trade RWA very easily, leveraging blockchain technology 724. And also, it also gives certain high threshold investment, break down that, and give entry and intermediate level investor an opportunity to participate in such assets, you leveraging RWA. So these are some of the current ecosystem for RWA. So last year, if some of you are here, I also spoke about RWA. But compared to last year, we have seen such a strong growth for RWA space, compared to last year. So these are the very interesting, obviously projects working on that. We can see a lot of projects working on private credit area, treasuries, US treasuries, real estate, commodities, and even we see a couple of projects working on carbon credits now. So, strong growing ecosystem. And even for that, we're still quite early. So right now we're seeing the current market cap for RWA is only $12 billion, which is tiny, even compared to cryptocurrency markets. So according to famous consulting firm BCG, get to 2030, we may see $16 trillion, okay, market cap for real world assets on chain. So compared to 12 billion, we have hundreds of times growth waiting for us. So it's pretty exciting. So really, what is the process to go through the RWA assets? The first step is really just identify what are some of the interesting assets that worth to be tokenized. And the second thing is about token creation. It involves a lot of techniques and also compliance perspective into it, KYC, and also on-chain governance to ensure that it meets a lot of security compliance requirements. And then listing on the platform, including the centralized platform as well as DeFi platforms. Okay, so some of the opportunities and the challenge for the industry. Obviously, the opportunity is we're talking about $1 trillion, size market cap industry, right? And right now, after we talk about, since even 2017, the security token, even until now, we're only in a few years roadmap. And we're still seeing very early stage players coming into this, making a lot of investment into the regulatory compliance, into the technology infrastructure. And in Canada, I've seen a couple of people already doing it. So it's a very early stage, a lot of opportunities, and especially considering the use cases for tokenized assets, it's very strong. So I think this is one of the area where it can bring millions of people coming to, leveraging blockchain industry and actually saying that, okay, blockchain is useful, okay? It's not just about speculation. It's not only just about investment, but actually solve a lot of their problems in their real life. And the challenges are obviously, every single country have different compliance requirements. And this industry is specifically very much tied to security regulations. So each country will have different hurdles for you to get done. So this is actually posing quite a bit of hurdles for startup companies because they have to get a lot of money to get through the legal problems they have to face in. So some of the regulatory perspectives, we have seen some interesting movements in US, and also even in Canada, we have seen a couple of projects working in the past about real estate tokenization, and in Europe as well. So I have seen a lot of security commissions coming out say, okay, we welcome you. Like also in Hong Kong, in Asia, we have seen some real estate tokenized fund too. So people are saying, okay, we welcome you. We love Bitcoin. We will give you Bitcoin ETF, ETH ETF, but we love you to put more real world assets on chain. I want you to help our real world economy. So that's actually something welcome by a lot of security regulators around the world. They would like to help the industry to do that. And just market perceptions, these are some of the on-chain token projects currently doing pretty well. Things like Undo, Mantra, and a couple of others currently with pretty good market cap in the industry. Okay, so a little bit of data for that. So the first one, let's look at, actually stablecoin. We talk about stablecoin today is one application of a real world asset on chain because we'll basically put US dollar on chain, as simple as that. But excluding stablecoin, the current RWA is super tiny. It's only $12 billion with only 60,000 holders compared to where we have 100 million holders for stablecoin with over $150 billion market cap. So we're at super early stage for the RWA assets. And this is stablecoin, currently about 1% of the M2 money supply. And according to some forecasts, within the next 5 years, we will see about 2% of the total money supply using stablecoin. So that's actually a big opportunity. Actually, that's why the industry in Canada is trying to advocate for a better, more friendly regulation for stablecoin. It's very, very important. And tokenized treasury, relatively small, but actually much bigger compared to last year. We're now sitting about $1.8 billion, and averagely about 5% yield and 1 to 2 months in the maturity date. But look at the holders, it's pretty small right now. We're talking about only thousands of holders at this point of time. And private credit, much bigger. So about supply chain finance, corporate debt, etc. So we're seeing about $8 billion. And active loan, 12 billion. It's actually pretty good, at a starting point. But still, we're looking at the number of people using it is still very early stage. So currently, it's really being used by some small to medium-sized institutions as well as high net worth individuals. So it really hasn't getting to retail yet. Okay, tokenized commodities is really led by Paxa Gold and the Tether Gold. So the gold tokenized product is currently leading the market, but it's pretty small right now. It's not even $1 billion, but people are trying to grow obviously there. Okay, so a couple of case studies for the project that has been recently relatively popular. I met the founder of the Undo, US, obviously this guy putting a lot of efforts to segregate, the on-chain tokens within United States. They have the proper governance, and also outside of the United States, they have a different version. So they have obviously achieved some success over there, to launch tokenized treasuries, and the market cap has been well, for the recent months. And the property is actually the first US real estate tokenized platform. So far, they have actually bring $4 billion actually on-chain tokenized US real estate. If you guys actually go Google search tokenized real estate, you will see quite a few real estate projects right now US doing that. Tokenizing could be a small real estate property, rental property as small as $200,000, $100,000 to as big as a couple $1 million. Quite a few US projects actually already doing that. And in Canada, we're yet to see one coming out. And for Swing, actually, this is one of the projects that the Virgo Group invested. So we believe, actually, aggregation for the RWA is also very important. like a 1 inch has provided a super important milestone for aggregating liquidities on chain. We also believe that aggregation for the real world assets is also very important, because currently all the RWA platforms are pretty tiny and they're just working for their own customers. What if we aggregate them together? And also securitized is also one of the biggest, US regulated FINRA broker to be able to provide a token, security token trading. Okay, so look at this chart, we're pretty excited. So actually there's a comparison for the crypto world. We're still super early. So by 2020, we'll only have about 5,200 million wallets on chain, all right? By 2030, we should be 200 to 200 million. So by forecast, we still have 600% growth compared to 4 years ago. So we have a long way to go, and compared to internet, we're super, super early as well. So I think this is a very good time also for us to look at RWA, because RWA is even earlier. I'm gonna close today's session with one final quote from Larry Fink, which is the CEO of BlackRock. So he mentioned Bitcoin, Ethereum ETFs are the first step for the technology revolutions in the financial markets. Step 2 is going to be the tokenization of every single financial markets. That's why BlackRock puts in $500 million tokenized treasury fund. And this is really the beginning of the RWA. And I hope by next year, Virgo Group will have the first footprints in the RWA, and we're looking forward to anyone who's interested in RWA to working with the Virgo Group. I think we're probably one of the pioneers in Canada, spending a lot of resources of time looking to investing into RWA, see what we can do in RWA. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adam.